first drive will begin at the 25. Right to the air is Rodgers. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, Rodgers. And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Dobbins is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. He gets it left side to Johnson. Touchdown, Falcons. Deontay Johnson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, now Brady. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for Eagles.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. The Eagles had 4-9 now on the year, and they come in just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently asks for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
2nd and 5 now. Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. On third down, here comes Mostert. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Taking down right now, the last scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
Ozzie! Alert! Hey, 166!
They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. From the 22, Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Christian Watson. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That'll be caught right side. Shenault with it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, not many teams use the fullback in the passing game. Heck, not many teams use a fullback anymore in the NFL. And even with those that do, you don't typically see a lot of big plays when the ball's thrown to him. In this case, it exceeded expectations.
That's going to be caught. It's Shenault. Touchdown. Laviska Shenault, 31 yards. And the Falcons have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that. You study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Falcons 14, Eagles 7.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Cover, cover! Hey, 56! Hey, 66! Both handed!
Now Brady. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for...
And that's caught inside the 35.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Flush to his right. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Throw left side, there's London.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. To throw is Rodgers. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Mike Gesicki from 21 yards away.
And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
74 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Hey, set. No, 66. Rip. Alert. Cover. What do you hit?
Throwing on first down is Brady. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Falcons are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop, and that time that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You're trying to get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game, but ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Rodgers now on first down. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 32 on the play. Here's Rodgers to throw. That ball caught by Slayton. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
72. 450. Output.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
72.
Brady now to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Hey, Alabama. 72.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady
getting this out to the flat. Mostert.
Touchdown, Eagles!
Raheem Mostert.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Ozzie! Ozzie! 72.
The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to air one out for Anderson. It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Touchdown, Falcons. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hey, 66. Hey, Alabama.
Brady now on first down. And he fends him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Brady.
They'll complete this one to Watson.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Brady.
They complete once again to Watson.
14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
A 14-yard gain. 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Brady.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Rodgers now on first down. Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. He gets it left side to Johnson.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has...
That's caught inside the 20.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. But we keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting.
And that's a rare bright spot in what's overall been a pretty poor showing so far. But you got to figure, when you're down a bunch, why not take some big shots? And they connect.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Christian Watson
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete there to Johnson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed down him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now Rodgers. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Laviska Shenault, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Now at the 26. A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Regular.
Now Brady got to have this one. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the catch made by Johnson. Touchdown, Falcons. Deontay Johnson with career touchdown number 60. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Eagles 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Brady. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He finds Watson complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Go Bandit! Go 50!
Now Brady. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5.
Easy!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Christian Watson
From 3 yards out.
And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this one has gone pretty well to form. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Falcons are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert, and he'll get about 3 up past the 25. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
That's a gain of 3. Now,
Here's Brady to throw. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Brady going to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Reset.
Here's Mostert. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. One more time with Mostert. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Rodgers looking to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. Really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Rodgers throwing here. Escaping the pressure. And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
72. Hey, check it.
From midfield, here's Brady. And now here is another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let it go again. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. He's going to try and go deep again.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock.
And this is going to be intercepted.
comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
And they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Hey, Zach! Alert! Regular! Alpha! Hey, Alabama!
One final try now for Brady. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Well, this was a fun one to